Hi, Derek.
Hey.
What's up? Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing today? We got Bart in the chat. Yo, what's up? Bart, how you doing? So anyway,
Oh, I think you just froze, Megan.
are we good?
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
So welcome to our fourth episode. This is the Big Friday show for MegaPixel podcast. I'm Megatron, as always.
And Derek's Pixeltorium.
And today we were talking about the different sounds of retro consoles, which should be interesting because we actually did a lot of research on this. So we have Intellivison Gamer in the chat saying hello. What's up, Casey? How you doing? We have Eximus in the show, who's a fellow gamer of mine, a very close friend of mine. And we have Bart saying hello to Casey. Hi guys, welcome back to the show. We got some interesting stuff to talk about today. So we're talking about retro consoles and the different sounds between the consoles and what makes them unique in their own right, basically. So Derek, you said you had some questions for me. You want to ask me some questions? We'll start back with Atari or anything like that, or
no, you can go right ahead. Yeah, I'll jump in. Yeah, no worries. Go right ahead. I can jump in as you go through. That's cool.
Well, we're going to start off the Atari 2600. Of course, this is the game system that I use a lot. We'll say hi to everybody. There's Derek in the chat. There's Chris, famous Sir Crispy. What's up, Chris? Hey, Megan and Derek.
Hey.
Everybody saying hi. And Television Gamer saying Chris. So I got more down here, but let's see. Do you want to enable chat time or no? I don't care about the chat timer. There's everybody saying hi, everybody. And okay, we're gonna start with the Atari 2600, guys. The very first console I ever, besides Pong. My dad bought Pong later after the Atari. We're gonna start with that though. So the Atari 2600, very great system. I grew up on that system. It was my very first system. My very first time playing Pac-Man was on that system, as you guys know. And so we're going to talk about that. So the Atari 2600 sound chip is a television interface adapter, or the TIA, a custom chip that handles audio, video, and controller input. It produces audio using two independent channels, which are mixed into a mono signal, which was basically the thing back then, and up through to Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, when they started doing stereo. The chip creates a sound using linear feedback shift registers to generate 9 to 16 distinct tones and noises commonly known for their gritty, buzzing, and at times out-of-tune audio, which is true. A lot of games back then had really bad out-of-tune audio. As a musician, I know this. So it hurts your ears when you hear out-of-tune. And the Intellivision is good for that too, by the way. So sorry, Casey, and sorry, Bart. Intellivision is really good for that too. But you guys remember the sounds of the Atari, the beeps and boops and stuff like that. Now games like Defender and a game I just played yesterday and put on my channel was a Star Gunner, I think, or something like that. Really good game. It depicts the very type of the sound that you would normally hear from the Atari. And again, this is 2600. Again, it's like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, all those had very, very limited sound. They didn't have like a chip in there. Their graphics chip, the 6507, was their main focus. The sounds were kind of just put through the TV. Amazing how that worked. Nice. But again, great system. There's a lot of good games and a lot of good homebrews on there as well, guys. So
as a musician, did that bug you playing Atari now?
What?
As musicians, that bug you playing Atari now because they're out of
As a
tune?
musician, I can't stand playing Atari sometimes because it really gets to me. There are certain
particular
games
game
play
that just sends you over the
one
edge?
note out of tune. It's
Nice.
terrible.
Is there one game that sends you over the top that you just can't stand playing now?
Probably Donkey Kong. Even though I like the game, it kind of gets on my nerves a little bit. Now I'll tell you what, the 7800 version of Donkey Kong, the Atari 7800 version, is bad. The beginning music is terrible, and there are other games like that. What I will say is that there are some games that do it right, but most of the games I play for the Atari 2600, they'll have one song for some reason they just got it out of tune, and it just bugs my inner ear for some reason. So,
oh man.
But that's the Atari 2600. Now we'll go to the Intellivision. This might be another short video. We have lots to talk about, guys. So, Derek, would you like to talk about the Atari 2600 and your experience with those sounds?
Well, I didn't really grow up with that one, so I can't really speak too much to it. But it's probably the same kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
But like I had like limited voice channels, probably only so many tones, kind of stuff.
It was basically waveforms. Is all it was. So
okay.
So basically, I don't even know if it was wave or not. Just in a mono, and we didn't have stereo sound on back then. Run to an RF switch on channel 3 or channel 4, I guess, if you decided to do that. But just very mono, scooting back. Actually, the first version of games were, you know how you had to plug them into the two little screws on the back. Remember that at all? They had a dongle, and you had to take screws out and plug them into the screws, and there was two screws. You just screw them on, and then turn to channel 3 or channel 4 with a little switch you had on the box. Yeah.
Okay, I do remember that.
That was fun. That's how we started, guys. That was back in the day.
Whoever used channel 4, though, gosh, they must have been weirdos. Because whoever used channel 4, it was always channel 3, wasn't it?
I used channel 4 because we had signal interference on 3 a lot. So plus channel 3 in Cincinnati was like Fox or something like that. So
man,
that is weird. So, but yeah. So next we're going to talk about the Intellivision a little bit. And I know a couple people in the chat that love the Intellivision. The Intellivision video game console uses the General Instruments GI AY-3-8914 programmable sound generator chip, which is way better than what we have for Atari 2600. The chip provides 3 voice channels for tones and 1 noise channel for sound effects. So there's your sound effects right there. That one noise. And that's why when I play I play good enough. When you make a noise, when you make an action that makes a noise, it cuts into that sound really bad. It was part of the GI CP1610 base system, often paired with the AY-3-89000 or 8900 STIC or standard television interface chip. So it actually had an interface chip for this purpose. And the Intellivision has some great music on it. I cannot lie. Worlds above the Atari 2600 in every single way. Great system all around. I love that system.
Yeah,
now,
nice.
I didn't have the good fortune of growing up on Intellivision, but in my recent experience through this community and stuff like that, this is a great system. I've enjoyed a lot of the homebrews that have been made recently. Again, I'll refer to good enough. I love that. And by the way, I heard some news on the Intellivision Homebrew Awards. So Papa Pete was in Metal Torso's chat last night. And I will say, Mike's Gaming Gala will probably be happy about one of them. If you guys know anything about it, so. But
I think I know what that one is.
Hear a couple things. What?
I think I know what that one is.
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet everyone in the chat does too. But Intellivision overall is a great system. I love that system, and thank you guys for introducing me to a lot of this stuff that I didn't know before. And I'm trying to get more involved in the Intellivision stuff too, and I'm loving it. And again, I don't own AF, but I've seen like DJC Studios play it. I've seen Casey play it. I believe I've seen Mike play it. I'm pretty sure I've seen Bart play it as well, and that's a great game. Beautiful all around. The music's good. Mm-hmm. Everything about that game is good. And I'm pretty sure it won an award one year. I'm not sure what year, but and we got Pierre in the chat. Pierre saying
hey. Oh.
I'm bringing it up. I picked it up and dropped it. Hi, Megan and Derek.
Hey, Pierre.
Saying hi to everyone else. Saying hi to Chris and Casey. Good to have you here, Pierre. We're just talking about the sounds of our retro consoles and the chips and stuff like that. And when we get to some of the 16-bit stuff, that's the stuff that's actually interesting because of you guys, if you've been around long enough, yes, AF is fantastic. You're right, Chris. AF is a great game, all around, great game. Mm-hmm. I love that game. But you'll understand what we're talking about as far as this. Maybe, I don't know. This came off the top of my head. It's like, hey, Derek, why don't we talk about this week? He's like, sure. So
yeah, sounds good.
So I couldn't go with it. And so, but the point is that when you hear a game, you just close your eyes and think of a game and hear and listen to the sounds. And I bet you, or if you go on YouTube and just kind of click a game and it's a retro game, like on Sega Genesis or TurboGrafx-16 or Super Nintendo, you'll know which one it is just by the sounds. And that's the whole point of this today. So we will start on my next one, which is actually, and do you want to comment on the Intellivision at all, Derek?
No, yeah, I will say though, like you said, the sound, I can definitely tell the sound's better than the 2600. I think I gravitate more to the 2600 games though, but like you said, I'm getting in Intellivision more from the community and Casey and all the guys, so.
Right, and then Intellivision is actually a really good system. I mean, it's very well made. It's a great system. And so many people play, like Retro Gamer 1977 plays it every single night. So he plays a lot of Popeye. So, but he also plays a lot. Now he's got a lot of cartridges too. And there's Phil saying hi, Phil. How you doing? Retro Blitz Gaming. Awesome to see you here. We've also got. Okay, Chris is saying hi in the chat to Phil. And our next system is one of my favorites of all time, is the Sega Master System. And we're actually going to talk about this twice because there's two versions of the Sega Master System. Don't know if it was a licensing issue or what, but obviously we had different games for US version and Japanese version. But there are two chips, and one was actually for the Mark III. So it's interesting how that worked out because I actually have played a lot of Mark III games. And Sega Master System, overseas games as well. And like Wonder Boy 3, especially one of my favorite games on the Sega Master System, has two unique sounds. There's an American version, or like a Western that has the more 8-bit sound to it. And then, yes, you are, Phil. You're amazing. It's awesome. I love that. Oh, that's awesome. I'll put that up there. Phil is amazing.
That's great.
But the Sega Master System in the US has more 8-bit chip sound, more like the Nintendo Entertainment System. What you would hear, of course, I prefer the NES sound over the Sega Master System sound sometimes. There are some really good games on the Sega Master System that I absolutely love, of course, and the music as well. So the first one we're going to talk about is the US version, and that's a Texas Instrument. This is a chip, the sound chips. Texas Instruments SN76489, a 4-channel programmable sound generator, or PSG. which I just found out yesterday, by the way, guys, so I'm not smart, apparently. Featuring 3 square wave generators and 1 noise generator, providing the console distinct 8-bit audio. And it's very, again, distinct is the word across the board here, distinct. Every one of these has a distinct sound. And I will say that one of my favorite platforms for music, believe it or not, is actually the NES. It's amazing. But the Sega Master System, again, has some great music on it. Ninja Gaiden has some good music as far as that's concerned. Of course, that is not US. That's from Europe, I believe. But Ninja Gaiden was one that had the FM sounds on it. You actually had 2 versions of, I want to say, I'm trying to think of the game. Well, there was a lot of different. There were like 2 versions of a lot of games that would have the FM sound chip on one, and then they bring it over here and we have the sound chip they use over here, which again is the SN76489. Now the Sega Master System in Japan used a Yamaha YM2413 FM synthesizer chip, which is basically kind of what the synthesizer chip is what the Super NES uses as well. So that's kind of it. So more of a 16-bit-ish type of chip. So this chip provides superior FM sound capabilities, and the sound and the music on Wonder Boy 3: The Dragon's Trap on this version of it is so much better. Now again, the graphics are the same, and if you play the remake version of the Wonder Boy 3, it's funny because when you click over to the 8-bit version of it, like when you go back and forth between the remake and when you're playing the game and you go to the 8-bit version, it plays the actual US version of that music instead of the FM sound, which actually I kind of find kind of funny. But the chip provides superior FM sound capabilities, offering 9 mono sound channels as a significant upgrade over the standard PSG sound chip SN76849, which is in the US version. Used in Western consoles, this chip was built into Japanese systems and available as an external FM sound unit for the Mark III. So the Mark III actually had it in there. But then they used it for the Sega Master System when it came out too. And the Mark III is a great system. It's basically not even a step down from the Sega Master System. Great sound, a beautiful sound. Their drums are great. Double Dragon is another good example of this. The US version of Double Dragon has the 8-bit sound, has the Texas Instruments chip, while the Japanese version uses the Yamaha version, and it's such a fantastic sound. And yeah, I never even thought, Casey. First of all, Gen 2 was great, Phil. I had both. Phil saying, if the Sega Master System had the software support like NES, it would have won the best Gen 3 race. And I agree with that. I do, because the Sega Master System has some. The way they put the sprites on the screen and the bigger sprites and the more colorful background and stuff was amazing. And if they didn't include that sound chip, I swear the NES would have died right there. NES is responsible for bringing back the entire home console thing. Without it, we wouldn't have this today. We would, but it would be a lot different. But the NES is solely responsible for bringing this all back to us. But the Sega Master System actually was outsold the Famicom, whereas the NES and Western civilization actually outsold the Sega Master System. So it's kind of weird how one got more publicity over here while the other one got more publicity over there. It's kind of crazy. But Sega definitely was able to build the Sega Genesis because they made enough money from the Sega Master System to do so. So,
it seems like you'd want to get the Master System from Japan with the Japan chip because that just sounds like a better chip.
Yeah, you want that. You definitely want that. And I actually owned a Master System and Master System 2. I actually never owned a Master System, like a base converter for the Sega Genesis, but I did own the 1 and 2. Yeah, the U.S. versions of them. Never actually had a version from overseas. So I wish I had though. That'd been awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so Casey says I love the Neo Geo. Neo Geo is awesome. And Neo Geo, and I didn't bring up. I can actually bring up Neo Geo a little bit, but I didn't bring that up. So we'll talk about that too, Derek. So let's bring that up too.
Yeah.
But Pierre says. What's your thoughts on the remake of the Neo Geo? I think it's a great idea. I think it's fantastic. I think it's going to do good. I really do. I
don't think I'm going to pay for one, though.
I just found out yesterday.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to pay for one, though.
Well, hopefully it'll be a little cheaper than it was last time, since it's easier to make the parts now. Because the Neo Geo was expensive because it was arcade quality. You actually could take you could save your game in the arcade and come home and play it on your console. You're spending $600-700 on a console, plus these cartridges were huge, right? These cartridges were huge. It's because they had a lot of data to put on them. Phil says, "I wish that I could afford the new Neo Geo." Yes, me too. Games are pricey. Personally, I can play most of these games through emulation. Yeah, same here. And or Raspberry Pi, my iArcade. I love the Raspberry Pi, but I would love to own a Neo Geo for sure. Even the original would be fine with me. But they actually just get two consoles I'm really looking at right now, just kind of paying attention to the specs and stuff. The Evercade and the Neo Geo for sure. And I just, like I said, I just found out about the Neo Geo yesterday. Just found out yesterday. So it's kind of funny you guys mentioned that here. It's awesome. Derek says, yeah, because he can't talk because I talk too much. Sorry, Derek. There's like, I'll just type in chat. It's hard to pay for the upcoming Neo when we can emulate them. Exactly. Why? Exactly. That's going to be a niche collector buy, I think. You're right, Derek. Do you want to talk about the Neo Geo a little bit?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, go. What you got?
I like it. I'm not going to buy it, but I like it. There we go. Back to you.
That's awesome.
But I like Famous's comment about the Castlevania game.
There was a what was that one game for there was a ninja game on the Neo Geo. I played the arcade a lot. Lord of the Sword or something like that. I think really good game. They actually went, and the actual Ninja Gaiden, the more fighting version of it. That was the first Ninja Gaiden I ever played. Was on the Neo Geo arcade version.
Oh, nice.
And Bliss says Derek is not wrong about the Neo Geo. He's not. You're right. He's absolutely not. Famous or Crispy says Castlevania 3 is one that comes to mind of different in sound between Famicom, Disk System, and NES. That's true. And I didn't even think to talk about the Famicom and the Disk System at all because that also was a kind of a niche thing. So Japan got way cooler beeps and boops. Yes, they did. I'm actually kind of jealous. I'm really jealous. I would love to travel to Japan one day and see all their stuff because their technology is amazing. They're light years ahead of us. Retro Bliss says Neo Geo is definitely cheaper from what it was then. Yeah, well, and then they're using hardware now that goes along with like the Retro Pi stuff like that. So I'm hoping it's not emulation. I'm hoping they're using actual hardware, not emulation, because the thing today, and why AtGames failed at the Genesis and stuff like that, as opposed to their pinball stuff, is because they would have a lot of sound issues and frame rate issues for games. So that's why AtGames, I think, went to pinball, and they're doing much better now. Actually, you can still find some AtGames stuff in like Walgreens and places like that where you can buy them, or like Dollar General and Family Dollar. You can find those in there. But they're getting harder to find. They're actually getting expensive now because they're getting harder to find. Casey says, but Phil, we could play almost anything in emulation, and you're right, Casey. Anything, including Yu-Gi-Oh. So, and actually, I have an arcade emulator. Like MAME is a great arcade emulator, so we got that. I know you play MAME, Derek.
Oh yeah. I still have an old ROM for the MAME. Yeah.
Phil says Derek is like me on my podcast. Can't even get a word in because Captain Coast. I know. I'm sorry. I do talk a lot. I'm very loud too. Derek says not anymore. But me and Derek always talk in the green room ahead of time. Like, what do you want to say? All stuff. And so Derek is more than welcome. Well, Derek, what do you have to say about anything as far as what we talked about so far? I'm going to be quiet for a minute.
It's fun or something.
There you go, Bliss.
Yeah. There, I didn't type it, Bliss. You're welcome. Actually, I did have a question back to Famous's comment about the Castlevania game. Famicom Disk System, is that the equivalent of the like SNES CD, or is that the equivalent of the NES? I guess that's the question, because isn't there Famicom and then there's a Famicom CD console too to be equivalent, or is that just like
It was
an
a
NES?
3.5-inch disc, like a 3.5-inch disc, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And you
Cool.
could actually go and rent them. In Japan, you go rent them from a thing. You take your disc and go and plug it into a machine and pay to rent a game or like buy a game and download to your disc.
Oh,
And
very
then
cool.
put it on
That's
your console with a disc drive. And those were more. We didn't get those over here, unfortunately. There was even a Nintendo 64 disc drive that was supposed to come out and never did. I think they actually were supposed to even have a CD ROM too at some point, but they never did. Of course, Nintendo has always been cartridge. They love cartridge. They did go disc with GameCube and Wii and Wii U, but guess what? With the Switch and Switch 2, they went right back to cartridge. So, supposedly not emulation, but I haven't really researched it. I keep clicking it because poor Michelle. I don't know if I'm vetted enough to talk mess about Mike yet. That's funny. Polo's in the house. Hi, Polo. How you doing? It's
Hey,
Megan Lee
Polo.
from Decepticons. And hi, Derek. Hi, peeps. What's going on, peeps? Hi, Polo. Good to see you.
Nice.
Bliss says, I literally sprained my knees tripping over a controller wire. Oh my gosh, Bliss. And I think, Bliss, I watched your video yesterday, and I think you cut your finger while you were cooking yesterday, too, or something like that. So you got to be careful, my friend. You got to be careful. Famous or Crispy says, I think NES floppy disks, they are yellow. Yeah, they're yellow. That's true.
Oh, nice.
And
Okay,
also says they were rewritable. That's why they could take them to a machine and pay a little money and grab a game they wanted.
Oh, nice.
Hollywood Polo says, Megatron Plays, are you and Derek getting this new Neo system? I'm not getting it because I want a Sprint and a Game Go. I want a Game Station Go really bad. So, but Derek, how are you?
I'll see, but not initially, because like everybody said, I can emulate it anyway. And I already have too many other things I need to either play or sell first.
Again, the whole emulation thing is fine, but with the Intellivision, I want physical printed. I want the CIB. I want the complete in box.
Oh yeah. No, that would be cool. Yeah.
I want the whole thing. Yeah, I want the whole kit and caboodle. So,
Yep.
I would love to. If I can get an original Sprint, I would too. I mean, like I said, Retro Gamer 977 paid what $80 for his Sears machine. I would love to have one of those.
Maybe you should have him find you one for a really good price.
You can buy those controllers from OG Hugo, which is nice. So
nice, yeah.
Pierre saying hi to Polo.
And
Bliss saying yes.
Famous
You know what?
for you,
This
Megan.
is why I play video games still, so I don't hurt myself.
I think Famous is rubbing it in, Megan.
Megan, good choices. I love my Sprint. And yeah, I think Famous or Crispy is. He also rubbed in the fact he can play bowling on his Switch as well. So I don't have the Switch either.
I still need to find that game, Famous. See if I can get it.
Yeah, that would be nice. I want to actually do that bowling too. Yeah, that'd be nice. So, all right, the next system is going to be. Well, you know what? Let me see my thing freeze up for a second. You guys can hear me, but I'm gonna freeze up for a second. We're doing it in Neo Geo.
Nice.
Because I can. I didn't look that one up, so. Really? Am I frozen up?
Oh yeah, no, I'm laughing at Crispy's comment.
Okay.
My little 20-year-old coworker loves my Game Station Go. I haven't played Tapper yet because she stole it from me.
Tapper's a good game too.
I had to reread that though, Famous, because you said my little coworker, and I was like, "Who do you work with?" I was like, "Oh, my little 20-year-old." Are 20-year-olds little to us now, Famous? I guess is that what we're saying?
That's funny. All right, so the Neo Geo. Here we go. The Neo Geo game system, AES MVS, primarily uses the Yamaha YM2610 sound chip to produce its distinct audio, often working in tandem with a Z80A processor. This chip delivers 15, and this is why it's so good, 15 channels, including 4 frequency modulation FM channels, 3 standard sound generators, and 7 advanced differential pulse code modulations, 80 PCM channels for high quality audio, which is amazing. So at that time, no one had anything like it. The Neo Geo was the best system on the planet. It was just very expensive. And that's why it was expensive, because it was so good.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with Phil. Tapper is an underrated game. I love it. I love it too, Phil. And actually, it's my challenge. It's the Megatron Plays challenge for this week too. Is Tappers, and that game. I loved. I played it. And I loved it. Didn't play it as a kid, but played it now, and I loved it so much. I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it as a challenge. And I think everybody can get along with that because it's a really good game to play. It's fun, and it does not have the Bud Light thing in it like it did in the arcade. It's Mountain Dew instead.
That's right.
But the Neo Geo was a fantastic system. Again, you could transfer from your arcade version to your home console, which was very unique. Neo Geo was made for rich people. Let's put it that way. It was made for the rich community. That's it. That's plain and simple.
Yep.
OffGrid is telling Polo how great his score was.
Oh, yeah.
And Polo's thanking Bart for saying that, asking how Bart's day is. How is everyone's day today, too? Happy Friday.
Woohoo, happy Friday.
And Chris says, I was emphasizing young, but yeah, I'm a bit old dude, and she's a little kid to me. Stature and personality, I feel like a papa. I get that. Yeah. I get that. Atari 2600 version of that, Phil, is for Tapper, which is a very good version. That's the one I'm doing the challenge for. And most of my challenges are Atari 2600, but I'm running out of Atari games for the 2600, so I may be upgrading to something else here soon. We shall see. And no arcade games will not be done because you can keep popping quarters in them. So, OffGrid says, Tapper is an awesome game. It's hard, fast. Yes, it does very quickly. Yeah. It's easy for the first few screens, then all of a sudden it's hard. You know what's funny is it took me like all 5 seconds to figure out the whole cup swapping thing. I couldn't get it at first, but after just watching it from it, I was like, oh, that's how you can see it perfectly every time. So, what's the deadline for your Tapper High Score contest? I'm going Monday through Sunday now, guys. And this is actually Pierre had asked me this before, and I did Sunday last week for Phoenix because I started on Tuesday. I was one day late, but I'm just going to Sunday to midnight. So post your scores, and I'll get the scoreboard up on Mondays the next day, the following Monday. So you got an entire week. You can post on Sundays because I haven't done my Tapper yet either. So might do this weekend. We'll see. Polo says I couldn't afford Neo Geo, and neither could I, Polo. And I actually worked at Funkoland and GameStop, so still couldn't afford it with the discount.
What was your discount?
What? What do you mean? You were we're going to Sunday, so you got plenty of time. I think is what he's asking. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, he typoed his first question.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, instead of ways, gotcha. Well, I understood it, Pierre. I understood it. Made some spicy chili with onions, moss cheese, Italian tomatoes, pinto beans, and beans. My gosh, now I'm hungry. Thank you so much, Polo. That's awesome. Now I'm hungry. My roommate, she made tacos the other night. They were so good. She is one of the best cooks I've ever met in my life. This woman can cook. And she just makes some of the best food. She never uses salt, but she uses all kinds of spices and herbs. And so it's always actually healthy. But she makes some of the best food I've ever had in my life. I love being her friend. Let's put it that way.
Nice.
Crispy says, yeah, I'm out. I think on Neo Geo, I got enough crap for now. I'm not a big baller shot caller either. Well, you know what? Neither am I. And that's why I love emulation.
Yep.
So
and that's why I love retro gaming because they don't cost $60 or $80 a pop for a game.
Well, and you don't have to update every freaking 3 days. Like first 3 days, you have to update every 3 days or so. Or like every week, they're adding something to it, and it takes up more gigabytes every time. and you're constantly doing that over and over again. It's tiring. It's very tiring. I will Call of Duty, perfect example. I'll log in one day, update. I'll play it. Come back the next day, another update. I'm waiting for 1.7 gigs, or I'm waiting for 17 gigs. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The old game, you pop in a cartridge, it stays the same. It's the same. They actually made, tested, and then delivered the game, and that's it. No Wi-Fi, nothing to update. That's what I love. Retro or Diamax Retro Gamer saying thank you, Polo. Megan, what meats does she use in tacos? She uses like a hamburger meat. It's really good, like a hamburger. She doesn't eat pork, but she uses like a turkey burger or something like that. It's really good too. I mean, you would be. It's so good. And nice. Bliss says, "I'm with you, Crispy. I'm having to be very selective on what I buy now. I mainly concentrate on home brews. Yes, exactly. Those are awesome. At least the ones that I can get. So many of them, it's impossible to get them all. Right, Casey? Well, that's because Casey bought them all. Okay, well, let's say it. It's Casey's fault."
but wait a minute. Hasn't Bliss been saying that same line for like the past 2 years?
Because it's still
true.
He
always buys stuff. And he always shows off stuff on his channel.
Bliss
says, I believe you, Bliss.
And even mow the lawn, bad knee and all. Wow, mow the lawn with a bad knee. That's well, you know what they say, you got to keep moving, even though it hurts. But that potato soup, I love potato soup. I love me some potato soup.
Oh yeah, that is good. Yep.
Polo says, "Well done, Bliss." Crispy says, "Mrs. Crispy might become Miss Not Crispy." If I go home with a Neo Geo, well, I think if you want her to crash your live stream tonight, Crispy, which Crispy does have a live stream tonight at 6 o'clock, 6:30, I think, and Mrs. Crispy is going to crash the party. Looking forward to that. So make sure you watch Crispy's live tonight. It's gonna be awesome. And Bliss laughing at Crispy. And then Polo saying, "Megatron plays, guys, Marvel Heroes. It's out. A lot of fun and free. I can send you into Tahiti Discord if you're interested." I have not played that yet.
Yeah, I know that.
But I hear it's a good game. Nice. Again, we're talking about updates. We're talking about updates, like just like any other online game like that. So I'll play it. I'll play it for sure. I can download it on my Xbox, but updates. Now my main two current games are Splitgate, Arena Reloaded. I love that game. The portals are amazing. And I also I'm playing. I will play Fortnite once in a great while. Once in a great while, like once a month maybe. But I also I play some Call of Duty Mobile. I'm actually playing Rainbow Six Mobile right now as well, guys. And I'm was kind of leveling up in the bomb part. But I also play a lot of Team Deathmatch. So you can't play ranked in Team Deathmatch though, but it's just fun. And I'm a big Team Deathmatch kind of person, so I love Team Deathmatch. Bliss says, Derek is sort of right, but some of my purchases are from proceeds of selling off a bit of my collection, but mainly the dupes. Well, you know what? If you want something new and you're tired of your games or whatever, and everybody has a collection, sometimes you sell your games and you buy new stuff. Just don't trade it into GameStop. They'll take money.
Oh yeah. No, never trading GameStop. Yeah, no.
Never again.
Although I did get a really good deal on a white Star Wars Darth Vader PSP from GameStop.
Did you really?
It was in really good condition, but I would never trade anything in there for anything else. But
that is awesome. That is awesome.
I got rid of it though. I should have kept it.
You're a portable player. You like portable game systems.
Oh yeah.
So I can
speaking of portable, Megan, you know that thing I sent you, the ROG Xbox Ally handheld?
Yeah, the new one. Is that one you sent with Windows 11 Pro on it? Yeah.
I got it.
You did not.
That's why I said to Phil, yeah, I need to start selling stuff now. I really need to.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
As of yesterday, So yesterday or the day before? Derek sends me a photo of this ROG Ally, and I was like, well, it's got Windows 11 Pro on it, so we're going to be bloated. Of course, I'm not a Windows person anymore. I'm a Linux and an Android person. Yeah. So,
I'm not Windows much either, but I know how to de-bloat them now too, so it's not as
what?
bad. I know how to de-bloat the windows now and get rid of all the
That's
crap.
true. You can't
So,
use it. There actually is a de-bloated version of Windows out there.
yep. But yeah, so I'll probably have a Steam Deck LCD and a regular ROG Ally up for sale soon. If anybody wants.
Good. Put it on YouTube. Talk about it. Megatron Plays Derek just posted a YouTube link to download and install a game if you didn't have it on Steam. Thank you, Polo, very much. I'll do that.
Sounds good, Polo. Thanks.
Look, guys, Derek's Pixeltorium's in the chat. Hi, Derek's Pixeltorium. How are you today? Awesome, RetroCreep. I figured it was something. Do what?
Why did you keep typing stuff? Why did you just say it? He's right there.
I don't know, because that co-host keeps talking.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That dumb co-host. Retrobliss says, "Come on, Crispy." Polo says, "Megatron Plays. Megan just sent you a Discord friend request so I can invite you." Okay, I'll get that.
Nice.
Bliss says, "I'm not collected for very long, only since COVID. Wife enables me though." Well, if you got a wife like that, keep her. That's what I say.
Yeah, I always say, more power to you, Bliss. That is awesome. My girlfriend's the same way. She enables my addiction by not.
You guys should be on your feet making sure you have good women in your life to enable you to buy video games.
And she likes to play them when I get them too. So she actually, Oh, so speaking of that, so girlfriends or wives that play games with you are awesome. Like our pinball challenge. I know Bart's wife and my girlfriend played pinball on their mobile device because you can play Pinball FX on Pinball FX Go for free as long as you watch ads.
Yeah, as I do on my phone. Yeah.
Nice.
I couldn't find the thing though on there, and Greg and Bart were talking about the thing last night on their thing, their podcast, Wednesday. No, it was Thursday, wasn't it? That's right.
Yep.
Crispy says, "Oh, that PSP was so freaking cool looking, jelly to the max." So Crispy's jealous of your Star Wars.
Oh, but I don't have that one anymore, Crispy. I'll have to send you my updated picture of handhelds. I'll take them up on the wall. I have a lot cooler ones now, but I should have saved that one. I sold that one, unfortunately.
Yeah, I had a PSP and a PS Vita. I sold those as well. Polo says,
I finally got
he Discord invite. So
I got a PS Vita OLED again, the original, because it got an OLED screen.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best one, I think. So I got that one again.
That's a good system too.
Yep. Cool. Thanks, Polo.
It's me, Crispy's in the house. Guys, go check It's Me, Crispy out. I'm gonna try to keep Famous and Crispy here separate. We have two Crispy
there we go.
right now. But this guy does World of Warcraft. He's been doing Battlefield 6 a lot lately. So it's good to see you, Crispy, in the chat. What's going on? And we've got Polo saying, "Hi, Crispy." I don't care about the host. We'll hide that. What's up? What's up with you? Not much. We're actually talking about consoles. We got into this whole talking about life and talking about food and love. And you know what? Maybe Derek, we should have a show where we talk about food and gaming.
Oh yeah.
Like favorite snacks in your gaming. Like Cheetos. Mike's Gaming Gala is in the house, y'all. Sorry I'm late. 1 p.m. meeting again. That's okay, Mike. Everybody shut up. Mike's here. Mike, let's stop for a second, guys. Mike, did you hear about the winners of the Intellivison Homebrews Awards? I heard from Papa Pete last night directly in Metal Force Gaming's live stream last night while he was playing Shenmue 3. So I didn't know if you had heard anything yet, Mike. So guys, don't spoil it.
That's right.
But it's me, Crispy. Sorry I missed it. I'm at the airport. What are you at the airport for?
Oh, that's right. I think he's going to Vegas.
Oh, that's right. He is going to Vegas. Well, have fun in Vegas and good luck and make some money.
Nice.
Famous or Crispy, it's my alternate dimension, me from Planet Warcraft. Hey, Crispy. Okay, so that's it. So this is actually two of the same person from two different dimensions. I got it. And of course, Crispy saying, "What's up, twin?" Mike Gaming Yellow saying, "Megan, ha ha ha," because I'm funny, I guess. I'm kidding. But yeah, so definitely. I did not watch the Intellivision Awards yet. I didn't watch Papa Pete. I was busy. So I actually was doing some cleaning last night and stuff. So getting some stuff taken care of. Mike says. Well, first of all, Polo saying hi, Mike. Let's not forget that. And then Mike says, disappointing but exciting. Or expected. Well, now, since you did watch, I can't say the name of the game because I always forget, but Par did win something. So I know that. So Alex Kane is in the house. Hi, Alex. How you doing? Nice to see you here. Thank you for stopping by. Mike saying hi. Pierre saying hi back. And then we're gonna, after this, everybody's saying hi. We're gonna quickly say your thoughts on homemade baked potato skins with cheese and bacon. Well, first of all, cheese, bacon, potatoes, right there. That's it. Right? I love them, and I love the skins too. I'm big on skins.
Don't they call that Irish nachos?
Oh, so good, so good.
Potato skins, cheese, and bacon,
with sour cream, dip them in sour cream, or ranch, I will tell you my favorite salad dressing is because you'll probably end up unsubscribing from me. It's blue cheese, but I do like ranch. So everyone hates blue cheese for some reason. But Fitz is also in the house. What's up, Fitz the Cuz? Saw you last night, or was it last night? And no, I saw you this morning in the Benji's. I saw you this morning in Benji's stream. He was doing CSI, crime scene investigation. Nice. So everyone's saying hi, and then we're gonna get back to the next game system. This is going a lot better than I thought, Derek.
Yeah, always so does.
Before we move on, Derek, I'm gonna shut up for a minute.
No, it sounds good.
See, Phil, this is what I have. This is the problem right here. I say what he was saying. I give him the all the time in the world. He's like, it's good. So our next system is going to be the Nintendo Entertainment System, and this is again. I'm a Sega Master System fan, but I still love the Sega the Nintendo Entertainment System. Great games, great soundtracks on a lot of them. Now you have your LJN games that have the crappy sounds for sure. You have games that sound like they were made on a 7800. Then you have games like Mega Man. You have games like Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden 2 is one of my favorite NES games just for the soundtrack alone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then the drums in the Nintendo Entertainment System, how they accomplish that is beyond me, but let's get to the specs because I have them in front of me. How about that? The Nintendo Entertainment System has a Ryko RP2A03 for the NTSC version, and RP2A07 for the PAL version, a chip featuring 5 channels, 2 square pulse waves, 1 triangle wave, 1 noise generator, and a DPCM sample channel, sharp melodies. And this is the whole point. This is where we get into the sharper versus tingier. Sharp melodies. Resonant bass, static-filled, crunchy drums. It sounds so freaking good. Batman is a great game for music, and also Return of the Joker is also a great game for music. Mike says, thing is, one of the biggest things holding homebrew back is that the community puts way too much emphasis on famous games, hurts originality. Most other homebrew communities are different. So basically, they're saying, let's go for the game that has the prettiest graphics. Let's go for the game that has this, that, not look at the other games because I may not be a fan of this game, therefore it can't be a good game. And I kind of agree with Mike on that. How do you feel about that, Derek?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. For homebrews, if it looks cool, I'll probably like it more, but I haven't played that many homebrews yet, so I can't really speak on it. But yeah, the ones that Mike's Gaming, Gala, and Phil play all the time, I want all of those, regardless of what they look like.
Everyone they play, yes.
Yeah, everyone.
There's Alex with the cheese. That's awesome.
Yeah. Ugh. Well, yeah, and the NES, that looks like that's the first one where bass is ever mentioned for the sound, too.
First one. And also the drum beats as well, which actually and again, Sega Master System has good drum beats as far as the sound chip, the FM sound chip goes. But NES is just better sound wise. And I'm going to say this as an SMS fan, sound wise, Nintendo Entertainment System has a much better sound quality overall. And I'm going to say that again too here shortly. Yes, Batman 1989 on NES is fantastic, great soundtrack across the board. Famous Sir Crispy says, I also think only Sprint folks like me have no references for a lot of the nominees. If they were all available ROM style, it could have been a little different. And you know what? That's the thing too. I don't understand. Devs, they're trying to make these things again. They're trying to make them complete in box, printing out the boxes, having a great package for you through a cartridge or USB capabilities. And not a lot of them do cartridges. The big one is the USBs lately, from what I see from Casey and stuff like that. But I would love to be able to go buy online a ROM and be able to download it through an email or something like that. Like send me an email with a link, go download that ROM after I bought it, like for $15 or $10 or whatever, $20, whatever it is. That's what I want to do, and play it on my emulator. Is what I want to do. But
I mean, it sounds like that's the way. It seems like they're going more that, like Bart and Phil and even Casey, not Casey, sorry, Gala. It seems like they are offering the ROM for like $10 or $15 more now for the homebrews. So that's cool. I mean, yeah, I would probably pay $15 for a homebrew game more than I'd pay $40 or $50 for a current game title. Any day.
Well, I think they're just trying to make more money. I think that's what it is. Alex says, "By the way, Meg, you look great." Thank you, Alex. Mike Schemingel says, "Electronite sells ROMs, but hurts itself by having them email order based." Good. Well, see, you have to get an email. Well, yeah, kind of. When you buy, have it go to the site. I don't know, because again, like I said, I'm okay with getting emailed if after I buy it. I'm cool with that. But either way, I get that. I've done that before. I actually bought Windows to put on my Steam Deck, and actually had to get an email before I could actually download Windows. It was crazy.
What the heck?
God, what?
What the heck? That doesn't sound right. Before you can download Windows on your Steam Deck?
Actually, it worked. So I was questioning myself. Mr. Poestyle in the house, y'all.
Oh yeah.
Hey, it's that stream with the worst time slot ever. I know, it's not your lunchtime. I'm sorry, Poe. Mike Steven Gala says, true, still waiting on Liddy ROM. My gosh, still waiting on the ROM. So are they sending it to you? Are you waiting for it in the mail or like an email? But that's really bad. If you're doing an email, you should have had already. Unless you like getting it CIB. Crispy says, like Liddy, may have squeaked out one of the wins if everyone got to play. That's true. Again, it's all about playability and who can actually grab them. Polo says, Megan, I don't like or need these expensive cartridges. Why can't they sell ROMs expensively on Steam? I agree. By the way, Steam just took a bunch of games down, so if you don't own them, they're gone. They just delisted. Disney just delisted like close to 15 games, guys. One of those was a Star Wars game, so I can't remember which one it was, but I actually saw that the other day. I'm actually going to do a video on it at some point. So, yeah. So
that's why I try to look at GOG for games first, because they don't.
Yeah, GOG is a good place to go. I actually have The Witcher 3 on GOG, believe it or not.
That's where I usually get all my point and click, like old Sierra games and stuff like that on GOG. They're great for that.
They even got the Star Wars Racer for PC. They've got King's Quest. They got all Space Quest, Police Quest, all of them.
I got them all.
all those
FMV games.
Somebody. Oh, Poe. Everyone's saying hi to Poe. Mike's saying most homebrews are available as ROMs. Have a whole video on it. Yes, you do. And actually, Mike's video on that, what was it called, Mike? That was a great game. That game was so cool. And again, I'm reminded of Doc Brown and Rick and Morty. So that was great. Diamax Retro Gamer Pierre saying buying the ROMs and you receive it automatically. That's what I want. That's what Mike wants, I think, too. Mike saying hi to Bart. Post saying hi to Upgrade. We are a little bit behind in chat here, so let me get this caught up real quick. Post saying, no, Derek, get out of here. Nobody invited you to the chat. Well, actually, I did in Discord, so I'm sorry. Sorry, he likes. I talk too much, Post, so he can't get a word in edgewise. So I'm sorry.
I got a vent somewhere, Poe.
Actually, guys, it's Casey's fault.
Yeah, it's Casey's fault. Yeah, okay. That sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds good to me too. Offgrid said it would be nice if you could order direct through Electronite, but the email system works well. He hooks you up pretty quickly. That's good, except for obviously Liddy. Then I saw Mike play Liddy too. That demo version. That's a cool looking game as well. Pierre saying hi to Poe. Mike saying no, not available to buy yet. Liddy, okay. Famous or Crispy saying, yep, just about to say I want the Liddy ROM pretty bad. I would like that ROM too. I want the ROM. Liddy and Mermaid will be great when they hit as ROMs. I agree 100%. That's what Bar says. Mike Gaming Gala says, yes, House in the Cemetery is a homebrew, done really well.
Yeah, that one
it's like a really good game. It's a really fun looking game. I want to play it. So maybe you can buy that. Anyway, so now we're done with chat. Let's get back to this. And the next one is going to be the 16-bit era. And we're going to start with the Super Nintendo. And then go to the reason I'm going to start with Super Nintendo is because I love the music for Super Nintendo. Castlevania 4 is a great example. And Super Metroid is a great example of really good music. 8-bit and 16-bit games as far as horror. And I looked this up because Super Metroid is not actually considered a horror game, but it is in the genre of like Alien and Terminator, stuff like that. The kind of a scary sci-fi sort of twist. The music in that game is so good. I remember hearing it for the first time and being like, "What the heck is this?" It's beautiful. And here's how I make a distinction with the Super Nintendo. It's like, and it is synthesizer music. It's actually made with synthesizers. So, but the Super Nintendo has a Sony SPC 700 chip, 16-bit sample-based synthesizer with 8-bit audio channels, 64 gigabytes dedicated RAM for the sound, guys. Synthesizer, crisp sounding music, and clean sound and voice samples. Voice samples on the Super Nintendo are phenomenal.
That's why it's so good.
And you know what I'm saying, right, Derek?
Yeah. Yep.
You know I want this, right? Street Fighter 2 on Super Nintendo. Now keep that in your mind. Street Fighter 2, okay, guys? Street Fighter 2. Now let's talk about the Sega Genesis real quick. And do you have anything to add on the Super Nintendo first, Derek?
Nope. It's fun.
Okay. The Sega Genesis sound. I'm on these two together for a reason. Yamaha YM2612 11 to 22 kilohertz. Muffled sound, lower, metallic sound, very metallic. 4 operator FM synthesis chip, 6 FM channels, 4 programmable sound generator mono channels. So when you hear Street Fighter 2 on Sega Genesis, very muffled, very very tingy, very robotic. Whereas on Super Nintendo, it's perfect, like almost CD quality. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And I wanted to put these two together because, and now you get to CD audio, like Sega CD, stuff like that. 32X actually fixed the Sega Genesis sound problem. If you play Doom 32X, you'll understand the sound problem is fixed on that. And they actually made it a Super Nintendo basically. But the Super Nintendo has not only that, but the graphics on the Super Nintendo with 3D abilities as well is amazing. So, but Sega Genesis as well has a great platform. It's not the Hedgehog. You got all kinds of Strider's a great game. You got all kinds of great games on Sega Genesis. The sound is tingy. And you know, if you hear a Super Nintendo game as opposed to a Genesis game, you're gonna know right away. That's my point. And that's the point of the whole podcast is that we're talking about sounds so unique to the system that you can tell the system just by hearing it.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you have anything about the Sega Genesis before I move into the next one?
Well, no, yeah, I definitely noticed the difference in like Street Fighter or like Mortal Kombat because I started off on Genesis and then I was like, cool, 3 buttons. I don't think I want to go to a 4 button controller. And I was like, oh wait, this is better. It sounds better too. So yeah,
Well, that's
but
the
yeah,
whole
I'm
thing.
almost wondering like,
You're gonna
what
actually
about like,
buy a separate 6-button controller for Sega Genesis eventually when Street Fighter 2 came out. That was it. That was the push for a 6-button controller. Capcom
oh,
actually
nice,
sold
yeah.
that controller, I believe. So, but then
So
we have this 16-bit, not 16-bit console called the TurboGrafx 16. Okay. This used a 6-channel PSG, again, programmable sound generator, and integrated into the Hue C6 6280 CPU, capable of wavetable synthesis to produce square, triangle, and custom waveforms plus noise. And I will say there is a version of Street Fighter 2 on this, and it sounds pretty darn good, even above the Sega Genesis version.
nice.
On the TurboGrafx 16. This is not CD, this is Hue card. Amazing.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't think I played Street Fighter on a TurboGrafx 16 yet.
It's a Japanese version, I think, but you can find it and buy it and play it on emulators, so it is possible.
Nice.
But that being said, those three are the last three I wanted to talk about really because Sega Genesis, again, Tenji, TurboGrafx 16, Tenji, Super Nintendo, not Tenji, but very beautiful sound, very clean. Castlevania 4, gorgeous. I love that music in Castlevania 4.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I will sit now. I will say that Castlevania Bloodlines for Sega Genesis, which Pierre played recently in one of his live streams, great game, great music. But again, you got this whole. To me, a Sega Genesis sounds like an organ with bells. Super Nintendo sounds like a synthesizer keyboard. That's the difference I'm making.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
no, actually, those two game systems were my actual reason for talking about this today. Nice. And you guys can now see the difference. If you didn't notice before, now you can see the difference in game systems. And again, you'll be able to hear it. You don't need to look at it. You can hear it and know which game system it is. If you tell me you put a Nintendo next to a Sega Master System and listen, and not watch, but listen, you can tell the difference. Even in a game you don't know, I will give you 2 games you don't know. I guarantee you'll be able to tell the difference in sounds. That's how this is working out. This is why I wanted to show you guys this today. So back to chat. You already went through some of these. So saying hi to Poe. You did some of these, right?
Already? Yeah, I put some of them up, yeah. But not that one. Poe kills bald eagles, apparently.
Poe does kill bald eagles, and I don't know how he's not in prison for it.
I think that wasn't that Bart in a homebrew for Intellivision I saw. I thought that was Bart killing bald eagles.
Yeah, we read that one for Bart. Yeah, the homebrew. He wishes that he could buy the ROMs.
Yeah,
and you can buy some ROMs, but he also said that it was Electronite. Actually, does send you the ROMs, and it actually have a pretty good service. But Mike says that Electronite isn't Liddy, it's Intellivision Revolution. Okay, so
cool.
Alex says Derek stays because I said so. Okay, so Alex said Derek stays. That's funny. Appreciate you, Alex. That's Derek saying appreciate you, Alex. Yeah, I'm sorry, Derek. But guys, listen, Derek, talk.
Well, actually, so I did have something to say. Actually, so you mentioned Super Nintendo or SNES.
You know what?
Hey, it's my time to talk. But anyway,
wow.
So anyway, so Super Nintendo compared to Genesis, you mentioned about Sega 32X fixed the sound. What about Super Nintendo CD? I would imagine that would be better than 32X on Sega, right? Because it's Super Nintendo.
I would almost compare it to the Sega CD, but I even think the Sega CD's versions were Tenji.
Yeah.
And so, like Mortal Kombat on the Sega CD was actually a 32X version of it. Was good, but I would still say the Super Nintendo quality by itself, without the CD add-on, if it ever had one, would have been better, or was better.
Mm-hmm.
The cartridges, Nintendo's been very good at sound with cartridges. I don't know how they do it. I will say that Nintendo, which we didn't go to the N64. but the N64 was kind of a tingy sound, in my opinion. We've got Chaos in the house, guys. There he is, Rick Chaos.
Hey.
Trailer for the new Street Fighter movie. Yes, it looks pretty good. And what's his face from The Boys is in it, I think. Pretty sure.
Isn't that Mortal Kombat? Carl Urban?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So, and I just watched episode 3 of The Boys last night, guys. Only reason I've been watching it is because Jensen Ackles is in it, and Jared Padalecki and Misha Collins. Because I'm a Supernatural fan. That's why.
Still want to watch Supernatural again. I haven't finished it yet.
It's only 15 seasons. How long would it take? Maybe 6 years?
Well, we're still trying to get through. Let's see what we're watching now. The originals. We're still watching through the originals.
I need to watch that show.
And then it'll probably be watching Ted Lasso again, and then probably Supernatural.
I can't wait to get to Supernatural.
We have a list.
That's awesome. Mike says all the ROM sites have good services. Thankfully, that's good because
yeah,
I want to order some. I want to order some Intellivision ROMs for sure. Plus, when I do get a Sprint, I can load them on the Sprint, which is awesome. Crispy says, "Yeah, I think Poe making the box art of Bart going Splatterhouse on the bird. That's funny. Splatterhouse, great game. Tenji, great game. Also, TurboGrafx 16 sound, right there. See, if you played it, you know.
Yep.
Now, how much TurboGrafx 16 experience do you have, Derek?
Not too much, but actually, I did see because we all like to emulate. So I just go for the PC Engine because it's the US version. But I did see that the TurboGrafx has like a lot more games that were released in, is it Japan or something?
Yes.
There's like a lot more games that never came back to the US for the PC Engine. So I'm like, I got to get some TurboGrafx games now to try them out.
PC Engine games. Okay, so PC Engine was basically the Sega Master System of the 16-bit era in Japan. Very, very popular.
Nice.
And then it came over here, and we got some games, but didn't sell well because Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo pretty much taken up the entire market at that point. Yeah. And Genesis did very well, especially with the Sonic pack-in. And the Super Nintendo had the Super Mario World pack-in, so both did very well.
Oh, yeah, that was a great game. Oh, I love that game.
And Mike's Gaming Gala, of course, agrees with me. TurboGrafx 16 is awesome. You guys can actually watch DJC Studios plays TurboGrafx 16 on some nights and Intellivision on others. So, and also Pierre, Diamax Retro Gamer plays TurboGrafx 16 as well, I believe. So
sweet. I got to watch some of those games.
Everybody saying hi.
Hey, Chaos.
So anyway, I think it's the portion of the show where we actually get into the everybody's schedule because again, this is a community.
Oh yeah, yep.
And we want to make sure we get everybody watching everybody. So Derek, do you have that up in front of you by chance?
Yeah, actually I do. Let's see.
Now we don't have everybody yet. I'm still working at Famous. I didn't write you down yet, so.
Yeah, and this will be like a living spreadsheet we can share with the group so we get everybody.
Yeah, we actually made a spreadsheet, and we can add to it. So I can share this anywhere you guys need it. If you want me to email it to you, let me know. It's Megantron Matrix is my email at gmail.com, and I'll type that in chat so you guys have it. If you guys need to email me, you want that, just email me.
Yeah, it works. Or we can just share a link to the Google spreadsheet once we finish it.
Yeah, so it's actually on there. We'll do a Google spreadsheet for sure. Megantron Matrix at gmail.com. So there's my email address, guys, if you need it. You can get a hold of me, and I'll send you a copy of this, and we're going to update it too. Yes, Pierre, we've got you on the list as well. So we're going to name everybody off right now. Derek, go ahead. I'm going to shut up.
Oh, I can talk. Yay.
Yay.
I was going to put it in the chat for a minute, but okay, yeah. All right, so here we go. After today, we got Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern, Mike's Gaming Gala. We got Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern, is Hanging Out with Poe and OffGrid. I don't know why we'd want to join that one, but they usually have some fun stuff. Sorry, Bart. Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, Diamax Retro Gamer, usually playing Intellivison. And Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, Intellivison Gamer, playing Intellivison. Tuesday, 6:30 p.m., Diamax Retro Gamer again, playing Nintendo 64 usually. I think you got his capture card issue worked out. That's awesome. Tuesday, then at 8 p.m. Eastern, is Mike's Gaming Gala and Brian Retro BD Mods with their new Retro Replay podcast. And Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, Pinball Fun with Greg and Bart. Oh, wait. No, that's actually Thursday now. Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern is Pinball Fun with Greg and Bart. Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern is Metal Torso Gaming with Sega Dreamcast gameplay. And we're right back to Friday at about an hour ago, 1 p.m. Eastern, for the MegaPixel. Oh my gosh, can't even say our own show right, Megan. I guess I need to talk more. So yeah, the MegaPixel podcast, Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, there's the long list of awesome people.
Podcast, but we decided no, just make a MegaPixel instead.
Yeah.
And it's a Megan
still a Meganazing either way. Yeah. So yeah,
well,
there it is.
Thank you for throwing up that information. I'm glad you read it instead of me because that's a lot of reading and I don't like to read. Also, you did mention Retro Gamer 1977 plays just about every night in television mostly.
Yep.
What, around 9 or 10 usually? And yes, Crispy, I know that you have a spreadsheet as well, so we actually put our spreadsheets together and get all this in there. And then also, Crispy, I've got you in Discord. You're actually Friday night, like tonight, is Mrs. Crispy is going to crash the Crispy stream. So make sure you check out Famous for Crispy old games tonight. And that's at 6, I want to say 6 o'clock or 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. So make sure you check that out as well. And Derek, do you have any more game guru stuff for us today?
No, I don't think so. If anybody's interested in
PM Eastern is Mike's saying for that. So sorry about that, Crispy.
Yeah, we'll get Famous out of the list for sure. Yeah, definitely cool to watch him play too. He's got some awesome overlays too. I love the awesome retro TV.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, tonight Miss Crispy doing cozy hour. I'll be there. Okay, I'll stop. That's awesome. You guys look. This is a community chat. If you want to sit here and plug your channel, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
We want you to. This is part of this. We want to get the community. The whole community needs to be out there being seen. So make sure you're plugging your channel. I don't care. Plug your channel, and we're gonna do it for you as well. We're gonna name everybody else we can. I'm trying to write. I've got a notebook of people listed. So that's why we're trying to get this whole document together because we want everybody there listed. So we all make sure we know where everybody's on there. And again, we share this document. If you did a copy of the document, it's getting more difficult to catch everybody online because there's so many live streams. And I'm happy about that because it's interaction. Oh. Make sure you're interacting. Make sure you're going to other people's streams and talking. And then again, here it's okay to plug your channel. We don't care. But make sure you're talking to people and not just plugging your channel and just walking away. You don't want to do that. But make sure you're talking to people. That's important too. But you are more than welcome to plug your channel here at the MegaPixel podcast. We don't care. Normally you don't have to because we're going to plug your channel anyway. As long as we have, if we don't have your information, especially, let us know. Hit me up in Discord. Mm-hmm. Hit Derek up in Discord. Let us know. We'll put you on there.
And yes, Gala, we won't. We won't spread cheese together.
That's awesome. Chaos in by the bar. 5 Central, 6 Eastern. Yeah, 6 Eastern tonight is Famous for Crispies. Didn't want to miss that. And thank you guys for showing up today, all of you.
Yeah, and actually, while we have you, Famous, since Chris P might still be in the chat. So Famous, you usually stream Wednesday nights, but this week you're also streaming Cozy tonight, correct? Just so we got that right.
I'm writing it down.
Yeah, and I got the spreadsheet version of your PDF started too, Megan, so we can
Okay, awesome.
get that going.
Crispy says, "Dude, I just like having you folks to talk to while I'm playing. It makes it way more fun. That's the whole idea behind this entire community, I think.
Yep.
You know, like I said, Mr. Poestyle brought me into this community, and I've had so much fun interacting and talking about games and stuff I didn't even know about. I actually watch a lot of you guys, not just your streams, but your videos too. I try to comment on everything because I want to know. I want to know. I'm genuinely interested in the whole thing, like the Intellivison. Never gave it a thought before, and now I love it. So it's good to watch other people's streams, get their takes on things. It's so good, and it's again retro guys. Honestly, on YouTube is where it's at right now. In case you haven't noticed, I'm sure you have. I also want to thank everybody for all the votes too. By the way, you guys, I thank you guys. So as I said like 1,000 times, thank you all again. We've got 5 nominees for this month too. So make sure you're going and voting on the Elite Older Gamers video he made for this month's Retro Gamer of the month. Make sure you're going to vote. Make sure you're going to vote. Make sure you're going to vote. Okay, that's very important. Vote.
Yeah. I think 3 of them are in the chat with us today.
What?
And I think 3 of them are in the chat with us. But yeah, definitely go vote.
Definitely go vote. We've got some great channels in there this month too, guys. So, and I know all these guys. So I'm proud to know you guys. And I actually talked to each one of them and said, hey, do you mind if I nominate you for this month? So go and vote. Have fun doing it. And you got a lot of you have that I've seen in the chat so far for the next month. So, but it's fun. It's a way for the community to get together and rally around different channels and stuff like that. And go watch these other channels. Maybe you haven't seen one of these channels, like Ozzy the Ace, great channel. Derek's Pixeltorium, great. I love Derek's channel. I watch his Wild Wednesdays are awesome with his dooms and stuff. Love those. You got Diamax Retro Gamer, also great channel. We love Pierre.
Yep.
And then you got who else? Metal Torso Gaming, guys. Check Metal Torso out. Great stream. He's been doing Shenmue. I've done all the Shenmues up to 3 now. He's about probably halfway through, maybe 3/4 of the way through Shenmue 3 right now on PC as opposed to Dreamcast. Beautiful, great graphics. So watch him. And then we have Michael, Retro Gamer 1977, who does literally Intellivison streams every single night of the week, just about. So, and for a long time, so you can stop in for quite a while, and he'll be there. So make sure you're checking the channels out. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit like and subscribe on my channel and Derek's as well, because we like that too. So we're not going to do that. So, but anyway, guys, thank you all so much for coming.
Yep.
Glad to have you. Thank you all so much. Derek, you want to take us out? Anything you want to say?
No, I think you said it all.
I usually do, and that's the problem.
But yeah,
right, guys,
for anybody interested,
have a great night.
Yep.
And we'll see you tomorrow at Mike's Gaming Gala's live stream at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you guys. Oh, and tonight, well, actually, we'll see you in chat tonight. Famous Mr. Crispy, when Mrs. Crispy takes over. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
Thanks, guys.